churches, mongoose. Don't interrupt me. I'm listing my favourite food additives. Cricket legs, corrugated cardboard, paint, microfiber brushes, and metallic hemorrhoids. Hello there everyone. Welcome to this week. Welcome to the return of Snuff's releases. For this week I'm having a look, stroke reviewing, stroke enjoying Snuff's latest release. A mix of a re-release of Snuff's classic album from the 90s, Potatoes and Melons. On the cover here we have an all-new design. An all-new design. Here we have Snuff, the name of the band, which, interestingly, is the cousin of Cousin Leopold. Interesting stuff. Down here, Potatoes and Melons, and down here, an interesting design. Looking like it's been designed by a square lover. Let's go to the reverse of the sleeve. As we can see, unfortunately, this was printed upside down. Fortunately, this was printed the correct way around. Side 1, 9 tracks. Side 2, 8 tracks. Let's take a look inside the album to see if it hides any secrets. A good quality card if ever I rubbed one on my eye. Perfect. We have a printed inner sleeve, which is again a very, very thick card. It's an enjoyable card to hold. The tactile strength of its fibrous proportions exciting me from the nether to the outer, to the extremities. And that's just for starters. Let's take a look at the record within. The record of Potatoes and Melons by Snuff. Oh, look at that. It's a creamy splatter bastard. Look at that. Look at its labels. Pokeball-like in their design. An enjoyable physique. An enjoyable alabaster table muff. Let's take a look. So this is side 2. Here we have the track listing in small letters. And on the other side, well spotted me. So I'm not the only one to notice. This side is side 1, which has the track listing of side 1 on it. Let's take a listen to see if this album takes me back to the 1990s when I first heard a different version of this album. 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 The memories are flooding back. So many classic songs from the era of what I did love back in the late 90s. This album contains one of my very favourite Snuff songs, Russian Fields, a song I very rarely actually notice anybody talking about when they're talking about their favourite Snuff songs. But Russian Fields, I think, is my favourite Snuff song that isn't on Tweet Tweet My Lovely, which is obviously the best album. And I'm hoping, of course, for a recent re-release of Tweet Tweet My Lovely, because I'm unable to get it on a record physical version. And I'd love to have it in my Crusade collection. So the track listing on this, it's eclectic as an egg. The track listing, its covers, its original versions of Snuff songs, its different versions of Snuff songs, It's a mixed bag, but I mean that in a good way, because some people might use the term mixed bag in a bad way. I'm not doing that. I'm using the term mixed bag in a good way. I'm glad you understand. So the band members on this. There's Duncan, who comes from nowhere but Redmond, Washington. There's Toby Underkeith, the man who snorkels for the band. And the third member, Jackson Overtop, who plays the symbolised cacophony for the band. And boy does he do a good job on the symbolised cacophony. We can all thank him for his inputs, outputs and symbolisations. Thank you very much. So that's my look at the band over, my review of the album over, only to summarise to you that if you even have the slightest inkling that you'd enjoy a re-release of a Snuff album, you should get it. If you're a little bit Snuff curious and think you'll try something new, hell, go check it out. It's not too expensive. Go and buy yourself a copy, go and listen to it online, go and check out Russian Fields or Likely Lads, one of these super cool songs which happen to be on this, or the Cricket one. Amazing songs which happen to be on his album / comp piece work, record, malfunction, introspection, deluge, topple. So here we have the design, which thankfully includes not only the name of the band but a fingerprint. So if this ever goes missing, they can check the fingerprints down at the Roz's shop and return it to you, helpfully, in one piece. And that is a feature which we can all disturb, understand, undermine and euphonize over. Thanks ever so much for checking out my modern review of Snuff's Potatoes and Melons album. Of course, having had this back in the 1990s, the Fat Records release on CD, which has a significantly different cover. The tracks are in a different order and even slightly different in their track listing, in their tracks, because some of the tracks are different. That's what I'm trying to say. This is different from the original release. So even if you're very familiar with the 1990s Potatoes and Melons, you should check this out because it's significantly different, updated, overwhelmed, overhauled and over your bum. So have a good week. Don't forget to let the bed bugs bite your ears, but not your bum, because nobody likes having to itch the bum. Everybody enjoys itching their ears or on their hair. You can itch your hair, but don't itch under there. Yeah? You following me? I hope not. I'll see you next time, unless I don't. 11 out of many. There's too many people.
You know, busting to go straight into the next song like that, but it's got to wait for Loz.
It's always me.
Thank you ever so much for watching my very good video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Very Good channel and come back next week for another very good video. A video to watch now. It's a good video.
ha 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 ha